and welcome to the Pikeville City Manager's Report. I'm Jill Fraley-Dotson, your host for today's show, along with Pikeville City Manager Philip Elswick. Good day,
Hello,
sir.
Jill.
Hello. So we have a lot of really fun things to talk about. It's been a bit since we've met to discuss some of the great things going on in the city. Lots of projects taking place, lots of events happening, so we want to make sure everyone is well informed of what is happening. So first, let's talk about something that has been a really exciting, focused on topic for a big number of people in our community, and that is the installation of pickleball and basketball courts at Bob Amos Park, along with some other projects that are going on there.
Yeah, we've for some time received phone calls and comments wanting more pickleball courts in town. So our first step in that was to restripe one of our tennis courts, or not restripe, but add striping to our tennis courts to allow pickleball to be played there at Bob Amos Park. And that court is always busy with folks playing. I realize now they play some at the Y as well, but outdoor courts was something that was very much desired. It was also something that was in our comprehensive plan as something that we needed to explore. So we have some green space at Bob Amos Park adjacent to the horse ring, directly across from the YMCA, that really wasn't being used for any other purpose. So we've chosen to build 3 pickleball courts there, as well as another basketball court. The city only had one public basketball court that was city maintained, and that was at Hamley Athletic Complex. So we needed another one. And we decided adding that along with the pickleball courts would be a good way to accomplish that.
So the next question everyone is going to have is, what is the time frame to get those finished and open to the public?
Well, the same contractor, excuse me, that's working on our tennis courts will be doing the pickleball courts as well. So as soon as the tennis courts are done, they'll move across the road and start on the pickleball. So October at the latest is when they'll be starting work.
I can see
at the very latest.
A lot of family fun activity going on there. So the tennis courts, we want to update everyone on the track too, because there's so much improvements going on there.
Right, we have a bid out now to resurface the track. It's been some time since the track was resurfaced, and is in need of that. It needs to be restriped as well. The lane markers are somewhat difficult to see, especially during track meets. So we'll be milling up that surface, replacing that, and we'll have a new track surface shortly, something that's needed, and that'll be the third project that's done at Bob Amos. It'll follow the tennis courts, the pickleball courts, and then the track.
Lots of activity there.
Absolutely.
Someplace else in town, specifically in our downtown area, that is seeing a lot of activity and is taking on a whole new look, I should say, is our Creative Arts District at City Square. City Square is something that has been around for a few months now. We have the Creative Arts District, we have the Entertainment District, but it all encompasses a square area in our downtown area for various activities and events. The first, event that we had there that celebrated that space was Independence Day at Pikeville, which was a huge success.
Yeah, that was our first time doing a 3-day festival for around the 4th of July, and as you said, Independence Day at Pikeville was the term for it. That was our first actually City Square Entertainment District event, where you could purchase alcohol at various places, and you could walk around town with that in certain areas. Excuse me. It was very successful. It went well. We didn't really have any problems with that whatsoever. So we will be rolling that out into bigger festivals in the future and other events throughout the downtown area. But Independence Day at Pikeville was designed to be a food truck festival. And in fact, we did have food trucks. And we also had a number of other vendors. Two Chicks was there, as well as some of the farmers market vendors. And it was very successful. It started on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, culminated with fireworks at the end. So it was kind of an experiment this year coming out of the pandemic, really the first thing we've done on a large scale since the pandemic kind of hit a lull. And it was very successful. I was very pleased with it. I know we've talked about it a great deal, and there's things we'll do differently in the future, as there always is, but it was really good. A lot of people were in town for that. We received very positive comments about it. And of course the fireworks that our police department and fire department, primarily the fire department, does was extraordinary. It was probably the best show that we've ever had. Received that comment from a lot of people in town, and very proud of the work they do. They come in on days off, and they work for weeks before that, getting the site ready, and they take a lot of pride in what they do, and they did an excellent job.
They sure did, and I was able, and a few of us were able this year to really see the work and the time and effort and the precision by which those fireworks are placed, and it really is a massive undertaking for that to happen.
It's really extraordinary how much work it is, and I mean, I would not have believed it without seeing it myself. And it's a tremendous amount of work and very dangerous. So we're glad that those guys are willing to do that for us and they do a great job.
Very skilled, very trained, and we appreciate everything they do. Another event that was held just recently downtown was the vision of the Appalachian Center for the Arts and Robin Irwin and her team that came, the Mountain Girl Experience is what I'm referring to, and it came out of a conversation with the creative community of this experience to celebrate women, and it became a fundraiser for West Care, and again, another huge success on a Saturday in downtown Pikeville.
Absolutely. That conversation occurred at the height of the pandemic, and as you know, we spent an inordinate amount of time planning what post-pandemic Pikeville was going to look like as far as events. And this was one of those events. It came about as a desire to showcase the talents of Appalachian women in the arts. As it was kind of the brainchild of Robin Irwin and some of the other community arts enthusiasts, and was a great deal of planning. It occurred there at the App on the 24th outdoors, and there was a tent behind the App, and then it was also indoors. It was very successful. There were people, Robin tells me, from 9 states, one from as far away as Texas, that was there. And I was there for a couple of different times during the event, and people were having a good time. They were obviously enjoying the festival, and there were so many things that went with it. There were not only musical performances in the App, there were workshops. There was a ballad writing workshop. Abby the Spoon Lady, which is very famous in her own right, I suppose, was there, and she held a workshop on playing the spoons. There was a lady from the Hyman Settlement School that talked about the dulcimer and kind of instructed how to play the dulcimer. And then, of course, there were painting workshops as well. So it was very successful. Everybody wants to know if we're going to do it again, and Robin has every intention of doing it again. And next year will be bigger and better than this one.
Yeah. It was a well-attended event. I was out of town, didn't get to go, but I enjoyed hearing all the wonderful comments and the planning that is already starting to take place for the second event.
The website for that festival is still up, and it has a lot of the news coverage and videos and photographs of the event. So it's a good resource to go look at if you're interested in it.
Yeah, it certainly is. And something else, we've had Independence Day at Pikeville, the Mountain Girl Experience. Our next big festival that will be in its first year is something that we're calling Appalachian Moonshine Music and Artisan Makers Festival. That's going to be September 16th, 17th, and 18th in downtown Pikeville. And it's really going to center around 3 things that are so important to our heritage here in Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, the festival is designed with the goal of celebrating Appalachia tradition and culture. And moonshine is certainly part of our culture and our heritage. Excuse me. And so that's part of the festival, but also music. It'll be a wide range of music, but there will be bluegrass, traditional Appalachian music will be on display as well, and food. Of course, no festival is complete without food. And a lot of it will be traditional Appalachian cuisine, a number of different food vendors from around the region, and artisans. And we're very focused on traditional Appalachia art. So we've reached out to a number of artisans around the state and around the region that are planning to be there, from woodworkers to artists, painters, painting artists, to a number of other things. And we're really looking forward to the festival. I'm excited to see how it turns out.
We are. One of the things that I'm most excited about is that we have some square dancing exhibitors and clogging
Yeah.
to display and to kind of showcase their talents. I'm sure they'll give some lessons while they're there. Some blacksmiths that are going to come in to show their trade. And I really think it's just going to be a wonderful time to focus back on our heritage and the things that built us, so
Right.
to speak. So we're really looking forward to that. And the website is up for that, musicmoonshineandmakers.com. Also on social media, Facebook and Instagram, have a heavy presence there. So check that out if you are
Absolutely.
needing more information. Of course, we'll have more information coming out soon. Right in the middle of that on Friday night, we're really excited that the app is hosting one of the funniest men that I've ever seen in my life, and that's James Gregory.
He'll be at the app on Friday night, I guess, the 8th, at 8 o'clock. There's the tickets are selling quickly for that and very well. So if you're interested, you should buy your tickets soon.
That's going to be 8 o'clock on Friday night. So like you said, make sure you get your tickets soon. Also, we're going to have another edition of Pop-Up Art on the Plaza, which is something that Robin and her staff have done this summer, which has been just the plaza right outside of the app. They set up different things there, basket making, painters, that sort of thing. And that's going to be a component of this festival as well.
Right. There were four separate weekends of pop-up art on the plaza in the summer. And they were extremely well attended, beyond the capacity that we had planned for, actually. But no one was turned away, and it was very successful. It generated a lot of excitement in downtown. And as we've talked about a number of times on this show, we are very focused on creating an arts culture in the downtown area and our tourism industry and bringing people to Pikeville. And all of these things we've just talked about is part of that, is part of the placemaking effort that we have going on in our downtown area, focused on really artistic culture and traditional Appalachia by and large. It's been very successful so far, and the next time we do things, it's always better than the first time. So all of these events will grow in the future and continue to evolve.
Absolutely. We have a new addition to Pikeville, and we're excited about that. It is the addition of paddle boats. Paddle boats on Pikeville Pond, and were just delivered just a few days ago prior to this taping, and they have been busy, very busy.
Yeah, this was also an item that came out of our comprehensive plan, was establishing recreation on the Pikeville Pond with paddle boats. So we've done that. We've purchased paddle boats that are on the pond now. They're being operated by Muddy Boots, that also manages the horse barn and the river trails. They are on site every Friday, Saturday, Sunday for you to rent your paddle boat and enjoy the lake, and then by appointment through the rest of the week. But they have been quite successful.
Yeah, they have been, and I love seeing all the pictures of people that are trying their hand at paddle boating. And I will tell you, from what I hear, it's not as easy as it looks.
I'm sure
it takes a little bit of effort. So just like you said, it came as part of our comprehensive plan. There was suggestion there made, but for recreation on the pond, but also for family-friendly activities for people that are coming in to visit, that live here. So the pond is beautiful this time of year, and the paddle boats are a great addition to that. So
yeah, the pond is an underappreciated asset in Pikeville, I think. There's many people that like to fish the pond, but there's also so many people that kayak on the pond and have canoes, and the paddle boats is just an addition to that. And as you said, it is very family friendly, and that was their intention.
Yeah. Have you tried your?
I have not yet. No.
No?
Okay. Not yet.
We'll need to get that scheduled for you. Absolutely. You and Jimmy Taylor,
That's
I think,
right,
should be
yeah.
in one together. Another exciting thing that's going on 2nd Street. 2nd Street is really exploding right now,
It is.
with new businesses and new opportunity, anchored, of course, by the Appalachian Center for the Arts, right in the center of our city square and entertainment district. But the Shops at 225 they're going to open in late September. And this is a concept that it's kind of like it's called Under One Roof, but it serves as a business incubator for several small businesses.
Right.
And it's going to be a wonderful place to visit.
It is. This is something that Minta Trimble's wanted to do for some time, and excuse me, the old Anderson building, or 225 2nd Street, became available, and the city has leased that, and we are renovating it now. And inside the first floor will be 7 spaces, I believe, for businesses to rent to begin. We want them to kind of germinate there and grow, and then move out into their own location somewhere else and continue growing. And then replace that business with someone new that wants to try their idea. I think all those spaces are leased now. There's things ranging from plants to home goods to moonshine in the building as well. And then there's also a creative space where we'll have artists at different times doing different sorts of arts and instruction, things of that nature. So it's going to be much different than anything we've had in the past. But it's generated a lot of excitement, and we're really looking forward to getting it open.
I was just in there today to see some of the progress, and it's mind-blowing, the difference that has taken place there, and try to visualize all the shops being in there.
Right.
But one of the really neat things about the shops is that in the center of that it's going to be space for workshops to take place. So it can be an event space if you need it to. People to learn, people to demonstrate, to bring your families. So it really is. We've talked to a number of people in other states that have this concept within their community, and it has proven to be so successful for them. And not just for their town, but for the businesses, because they're growing, they're expanding into larger spaces, like you said, which is the whole purpose of this experiment, I guess.
Absolutely.
If you will.
All of these people will be paying rent for their space. It's not a free place to open your business.
No.
It's definitely just like having your own shop. It's just on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
And those businesses are eligible for our downtown incentives.
And the thing too is that you can apply for, fill out the application process, and it is, those businesses are selected to make sure that they're appropriate for that space. So it's going to be a wonderful opportunity for just to open in time for the Christmas shopping season and the fall season. So that could have been calculated.
Absolutely. And we're planning to open that in conjunction with a Main Street activity at the end of September.
A Main Street activity at the end of September, right. Retail gating will come up the last weekend of September, so we're hoping to have that grand opening and ribbon cutting the day before retail gating, which will be the last Saturday, so those businesses can take part. The 2nd Street will be shut down like we normally do with the tastings and different vendors and artisans, so it's an opportunity for us all to celebrate what downtown really is.
Absolutely.
And speaking of 2nd Street too, right next to the shops at 225, we are excited that You, Me, and Pottery has now opened its doors. It's in the former Mickey's Menagerie location. You'll see a bright red awning and some art on the windows. This is a business that has relocated to Pikeville from the Prestonsburg area. Dina Hunt is just a remarkable entrepreneur, wonderful lady that is a wonderful teacher of her craft, and it has been extremely busy. So they're open Tuesday, I believe, through Friday, or Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 8, Friday 11 to 9, and then on Saturdays, I don't want to misspeak, but they're open from 11 till early in the evening, and then on Sunday you can book it for birthday parties, bridal showers, family activities, whatever you want to do. So we're excited to welcome them.
There's a lot of really good things going on 2nd Street.
Yeah, there is. One other business on the end where Southern Biscuits was once located will be Upcycled. She's in there working now. And then along 2nd Street, I know we're on the downtown area, VR Heroes has opened on Caroline, which is a very interesting experience for virtual reality enthusiasts. We get a lot of talk and conversation about our wonderful bears, our artisan bears that are around town, the downtown bears, as Vinta likes to call them. They are so popular. You can't get on Facebook with Main Street or Instagram and not see pictures of the bears. So we are excited to announce that there have been some new bears selected that will get into the artist hands very soon and are going to dot our sidewalks in the coming months.
Yeah, we had well over 50 submittals for concept drawings to consider. We've selected several of those, 4 at the moment, to do in the downtown area, and they will not all be standing this time. There will be a couple of sitting bears that sit on the sidewalk. So we're looking at some new configurations, what those may look like. But Yeah, those are going to be great. The artists are working now, and as soon as they're ready and we can unveil them, we certainly will.
Yeah. I know that the artists are really excited to get those canvases, if you will, in their hands and
Right,
start their
right.
projects. We maybe the next show we'll unveil some of that artwork, and we can show everybody
Sounds
what they're
good.
going to be. And we don't know where they're all going to be located at first, but some of our bears are in need of some rehabbing. They have been displayed for a while and
Right.
need to go into the beauty shop, so to speak, and get a little touch-up work. So we're excited, and next time we'll definitely do that. I do want to mention that we are excited to announce some additions to our police department and to our fire department. And we're always anxious to let people know that we have these new people, these new officers that are going to be patrolling the streets, working directly with the fire department, because we really, across the country, there's a lack of people, I think, wanting to go into that field
Right.
for one reason or another. So we're thankful that we've got a few great candidates
Absolutely.
that are going to join us.
Yeah, we recently hired Chandler Nelson and Michael Shepard as our new officers. And they will be going to the academy in the next few weeks in Richmond. They'll be there about 6 months before they return to Pikeville, and then go through our training program as well. But yeah, they will. Excuse me. They will definitely be new faces that you'll see around town, and we're very excited to get these two guys. They are very passionate about policing. They want to be a police officer. They have the right attitude to be a Pikeville police officer. They will be really good additions to our department, and we're looking forward to actually getting them out and working in the future.
No more excited than they are, though.
Absolutely,
They're both
yeah.
very, very eager.
Absolutely.
Also, Will Crum is a new fireman with the Pikeville Fire Department.
Yeah, we did hire a new fireman, Will. He's been with us for a little while now, a few months at least, fitting in at the department, doing his job. His dad was a fireman, and he's just kind of followed in those footsteps. And he's a great kid. He'll be a great firefighter.
Very good. So events, people need to get out their calendars. This is the part of the
Absolutely,
show
yeah.
that I really get excited about.
We've been talking about this for a long time.
We
But how it's
were-
going to be really busy.
We really have, and I don't think that we realized. You mentioned during the height of the pandemic, this was our main focus, was to plan for things coming out of COVID, because we knew at some point
That's right.
we were going to be released. And of course, right now we have to be really careful, but mark your calendars, because there is a laundry list of things
Absolutely.
that you will want to put on there. Let's start with the app first.
Yeah, the Marvelous Wonderettes is at the app now. There's a few performances of that left. Those tickets have sold extremely well. It's a combination of traditional theater, but also dinner theater performances. So if you want a great dinner prepared by Chef Wes at the arena, this is definitely one place to get it. So on the 8th, there is a benefit performance of the play for the Ava Center, the Autism Center at PMC. So that is going on now. It's a great show.
Yeah, I know Robin is really eager to work on fall classes for kids that are coming up. Her summer program was enormously successful and
Yep.
well attended. So I know people look forward to that, and working on her fall schedule.
She is. I don't know what's on that schedule yet, but she will be announcing that within the next month or so, what the fall theater schedule will look like. So she always makes great selections, so we're looking forward to that.
She does. Jesus Jam is coming up August 21st from 1 to 5. That's going to be really exciting,
Yep.
and I have no doubt we'll have a ton of people.
No doubt. Yep.
Dark Side of the River, performing a classic album and costume contest that's on October 30th. And then, if you have not, and I cannot stress this enough, if you have not been able to make it to the World of Jesus exhibit that has been at the at the gallery upstairs for quite a bit, it won't be there a whole lot longer. So we need to make sure that you take the opportunity to get there.
It'll be there through the end of the year, actually.
Oh, this
yeah,
changed.
it was
Okay.
just extended.
Oh, very good.
So yeah, it'll be there through the end of the year, and I've had a number of people tell me that they have really enjoyed making an appointment with Tommy Chamberlain
Absolutely.
and letting him walk them through it on an individual basis rather than just going to look at the exhibit. So Tommy is extremely passionate about biblical archaeology and extremely knowledgeable as well. When I went to see it, he took me and my wife through it. And his depth of knowledge is amazing. And as you said, you really should go to see that. It's an opportunity to see things here at home that you would never otherwise have the opportunity to see.
And I always mention family activities. If you're looking something extremely educational for your family to do, especially if you have small children, teenage children, adult children even, make an appointment with Tommy and take that as a family time to go and really learn about those exhibits, because you really get lost in his explanations.
It's open every afternoon from 2 to 5, but as I said, Tommy's available by appointment, so yeah, it's excellent.
Check that out. Okay, let's talk about Appalachian Wireless Arena, another place that, all of our venues like that suffered during the pandemic because they were not allowed to do anything. And you talk about a bunch that has been beyond busy scheduling things. They are packed.
Yep. Yeah. Currently, we're in the midst of our Main Street season, so Main Street Live at Mountaintop Media Stage will continue through October. It's the first and third Friday of every month, I think. So that continues through October, and then this month, on the 25th, we have Harlem Globetrotters, followed by The Price is Right in September, and Justin Moore and Alice Cooper in October, and then Step Into the Light Tour in October.
And then Rodman Carrington coming up in November.
Absolutely, yeah. And there's many, many more things on the calendar that's not announced
Seems
yet.
like every day I hear rumblings of something else coming, and I think it's going to be in 2022, and then it comes to my attention that it's 2021. So look, always check out the calendar at the arena website to make sure you're well abreast. And I'll tell you, Josh Kestrel does a great job announcing those shows. And so if you see him pop up on your Facebook and it's a live video, make sure you tune into it because he's got some big information.
Absolutely. The arena staff, Paul Bowles and his staff, they are unsung heroes, really. No one knows really the hours that they put into their job, and they're very passionate about it and take a lot of pride in it. And they do a great job.
Absolutely, as does everyone with every different entity that the city operates.
Absolutely.
So we're really thankful and blessed to have all of those people working
Absolutely.
and loving what they do.
Very much so.
So we are out of time, but we do want to invite everyone to our commission meetings that are now open to the public.
Second and fourth Mondays of every month at 6 o'clock at City Hall.
Yep, just show up.
Absolutely.
Philip, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
This has been the Pikeville City Managers Report. Thank you so much for joining us.